guys, it's Peyton, and today I am starting off my reading vlog for day 6 of the reading rush. So the reading rush is almost over, and if you haven't been keeping up with my daily vlogs for it, you should definitely go watch the playlist that I will link in the cards for the Reading Rush 2020 so you can catch up and see reviews for all the books that I have read so far this week. I've read 4 books. It's been a lot of fun, so you definitely should just go check out those videos before you watch this one. But if you are up to date, you know that I am trying to read War Girls by Toshi Onyebushi right now, and the past like 2 vlogs I've been saying I'm gonna make a lot of progress on it today, and then I don't. This is my final book on my TBR. I am determined to finish it before the reading rush is over, and it's the thickest book on my TBR too, and I don't have an audiobook or anything, so I need to like make sure I power through this. I can officially say I'm on page 111. I am part 2 of the book officially. I thought I would update, and also it is late at night. It's 7:17 right now, so I'm not updating early in the day. I'm really bad at that. I kind of like chill for most of the day, and then by the end of the day I start my reading vlog shit. I don't know, I'm kind of burnt out with the reading rush right now, but I'm trying to push through and get through my final TBR book. This is actually supposed to complete the final 2 challenges for me. One is read a book that is set in a continent that is different from your own, and read a book that is from a genre that you want to read more of. This is a sci-fi book that is set in a futuristic Nigeria 2172. It fits perfectly for those 2 challenges, and I'm super excited to get more into it. I actually can have thoughts on this book now because I'm actually 100 something pages into it, and I can have actual thoughts on it. The past few days I haven't been able to say anything. I've had like a rough start trying to get into the book. It was, I don't know, it's sci-fi, so it's kind of like hard to wrap my mind around a little bit, even though I love fantasy, but it's very technology-esque. The main character has a mechanical arm, and there's like so far a lot of battles between things called mechs, and I'm assuming those are like mechanical things that are used in war, like mechanical people or mechanical animals that are like used to like fight people. That's what I'm getting from it, but I've been a little bit confused about some things. I don't know, the narrative at times is confusing, and I'm like, what is happening? And that might be my fault, my brain being tired, or I don't just mess with the writing that well. But I'm getting more into the book now that I'm 100 pages in, and I just saw the beginning of part 2 and something really interesting just happened, so I'm definitely excited to jump more into this book and see what's going on with it. It follows 2 sisters. One is like older than the other. I don't really know what their ages is. There is a big war going on, and it seems like this book is going to deal with child soldiers a lot, which I actually read a memoir from, I forgot what it was called. I'm gonna have to think about that. I might put the cover right here. I read it for school, in high school, and it was such an interesting book. It was about this boy. He was a child soldier, and he ended up moving to America and like escaping it. But yeah, just crazy story. And I guess this is going to touch on, you know, child soldiers and like PTSD, and definitely heavy topics in this book so far. I'm intrigued, and I'm hopefully going to finish it within the next 2 days. I'm gonna be so mad at myself if I'm this close to finishing my TBR and I don't. I do also have another update. I started an audiobook today, Felix Ever After by Kason Calendar. One, I just like love the orange. I love the cover in general, and I got the audiobook, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it out this morning. And this morning I actually got to page 76 in this book, and I don't like plan to finish it for the reading rush. I'm not gonna beat myself up if I don't finish this book by the reading rush, but I started it this morning because I was like really groggy and I couldn't get myself to like wake up and get out of bed. So I was like, okay, I'll just put on a book, get my mind going, but I don't have to move. This is pretty much about a transgender boy. I believe it's set in New York City, I think so, or did I make it up? I don't know if I made it up or not. But so far I'm really enjoying it. I will say it could be a really touchy subject for some people, because the whole plotline so far is the fact that someone is putting pictures of Felix before his transition and like writing his dead name all over in their school, which obviously that's intense, and any trans person I'm sure would be devastated to see that happen. So he's dealing with those issues, and I don't know how that's going to play out, if it's going to be a happy ending. I'm sure it's going to be a happy ending. Like, this is like a coming of age book. I'm just putting that warning out there. If that is too touchy for you to read, it's totally understandable. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I really like the main character, obviously Felix, and he seems to have a really cool friend, and I'm just intrigued so far. I'm not that far into it. I literally didn't have a bookmark, so I used my freaking little paper from my new chair for my reading because I couldn't find like a good bookmark. So here we are. Why was that clip so long? I don't know. I'm going to go read now. I'm hoping to get to what page? I calculated it. I wanted to read like 182 pages today so I can be on track, and that is going to be page 262. So I'm hoping to get to page 262 in this book tonight, so that means I need to get to work. I need to read, and that means I gotta go. So peace out. I am back. It is 1 in the morning now, but I am here to update and say that I am on page 264 of War Girls. So I've actually been making progress on this book today. I read about like 184 pages or whatever I said I was trying to do today. Now I'm over halfway, and I should be able to read the last chunk of that tomorrow. Actually, like, I feel like I read it really quickly. Like, the pages were flying. As we got past part 2 of the book, the chapters started getting shorter. I don't know about you, but I thrive on short chapters. It just makes books so much easier to consume for me. Like, it makes me more excited to read, and I don't know, it just feels better when chapters are shorter. I wanted to say that this is super interesting because earlier in this vlog I talked about how this book reminded me of that memoir I read, and it's called A Long Way Down by Ishmael Bey, I'm pretty sure. And I was just like looking through the book, and there's an author's note, and it has Toshi talking about books that inspired this book or helped him write this book, and that book is one of the books he listed. So I just thought that was so cool that my brain went to that book, and it actually was one of the books that helped him write this book. Honestly, I don't have many tabs in this book so far. Just, I haven't had many individual moments or lines that have stuck out to me, and that's not necessarily bad. I feel like this is probably going to be a 4-star read, to be honest. I'm enjoying it and I'm entertained, but I'm not like overly invested in the characters and the story and the world. And I still have that confusing aspect of like, oh, the sci-fi elements are a little bit hard to wrap my mind around, and like the writing of the sci-fi elements. So I don't know if this would be the best book for people to read if you aren't really great with sci-fi, because I mean, I'm not that much into sci-fi and I'm having a little bit of trouble with some of the explanations. There's a lot of technology and I do find it cool. Like, I think all the cyborg aspects are really awesome, and it kind of reminds me of Cinder, which I love Cinder so much. I have been explaining throughout my daily vlogs that this is about Earth in 2172 and how Earth is like not a great place to live on. Like, it's not livable anymore, and that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of radiation that is causing problems, and there are people that are moving to space, and there's people that really want to move to space, and there is a civil war currently in Nigeria. They're not all leaving for space like immediately. Like, it's okay, but things aren't going that great as well. Also, my dog's snoring, so I'm sorry. It's in the description, so I'm going to talk about it, and it's pretty much how Anyi and Iffy, those are the two main characters. Anyi is the older sister and Iffy's the younger sister, and Macy, shut up. Oh my god. Macy, you weren't snoring when I started this. That's why I clicked record. But the whole point of this book is the way that they get separated, and they end up being on opposite sides of the Civil War, which obviously is scary, and they don't even know that each other are alive, and there's actually a time jump. That's why I was so excited about part 2, because there's a whole time jump and their whole worlds are different and they've been apart for so long. So I was super intrigued to see what their lives are going to be like now, and I've enjoyed part 2 of this book way more. Part 1 was a little bit hard to get into, as I've said, but now I'm actually into the book. I'm getting like a grip on things, and I'm starting to enjoy the story more and like seeing what's going to happen. I feel like this is more of a plot-based book than a character thing. Like, I haven't really fallen in love with the characters, but I'm definitely intrigued by the world and the plot and like what the heck is going to happen. And like, it's not that I don't care about the characters, it's just I haven't like connected to them on a deep level where I'm gonna cry if they die or something. I think I will not have too much trouble reading the last bit of this tomorrow. Oh crap, I just dropped my book. And I obviously do hope to read a little bit more of Felix Ever After tomorrow. Probably just listen to some of it in the morning before I get started with more of War Girls. Yeah, I guess I will leave that for tomorrow's vlog. I know this one was probably a bit shorter than my other vlogs. I don't know. We'll see in editing, but I was just trying to focus on the reading and not get myself focused on the vlogging and the editing. You know, I just wanted to get the book done, and I did my goal for today, and I'm super excited about that. And now I need to go edit and everything, so oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know how you're doing with the reading rush. I would love to know. Are you doing well with your TBR? Like, what's going on? Like this video, comment down below. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Make sure to follow all my social medias which are linked down below. Blah, blah. Make sure to follow all my social medias which are linked down below, and go click the bell button, which is right by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.